Why Not Here for Why Not Adventures after a 2-year hiatus. Today I'm going to hike the Orange Trail at the Meduxnekeag River Association. They have a series of trails, so I thought I would do the Orange Trail, and as you can see, it's right here. So I'm here and I walk this way. Let's see how this hike is. So we're at the beginning of the trail now. The trail is 2.5 kilometers long. It's rated as medium difficulty, and it says it should take me about 45 minutes to do, and the beginning of the trail looks like this. So without further ado, let's get at her. Well, if you're from New Brunswick, you know that we've had a crap ton of rain this year, and the trails have all been wet to some degree, but I was not expecting this. Trail is flooded, but you know what it is. You gotta hike it somehow. And look at it from the other end of it. And we made it through. No, like New Brunswick's had a lot of rain this year, so I imagine a lot of trails in parts of the province are a lot like that. Wet, damp, muddy, buggy. But it's what it is. Hiking's important still, so gotta get out and enjoy these trails as much as I can. Well, here we are still on the trail, but we have reached a junction of where the orange and the yellow trail meet. I believe they share the trail for a while. We'll find out here in a few minutes. I'll let you know. But as you can tell, the orange trail goes that way to the right, coming down the trail. The yellow trail's to the left. And as you can see, the sign says orange and yellow. So let's take a look around the corner. And yes, they do share a trail, as you can tell right there. There's also a lot of water flowing right now right here. Let's go closer and see what it looks like. Not just is there a creek, but we gotta cross it. Oh no, I don't know if I can cross this. Thankfully though, there's a bridge. And the bridge is somewhat stable. But as you can tell, still there's a lot of water flowing. But if I needed water and I had my filter, I would totally filter it and drink that water. Totally would. Well, here's the orange trail and yellow trail split apart. If you're going on the orange, you'll continue straight. If you're going on the yellow, you'll veer left and go this way up that. If you want to know more about the yellow trail, I already have a video on my YouTube channel about it, so go check it out. Meanwhile, let's continue on the orange trail. That goes this way. And there's the sign telling you which way to go. So yeah, this is it right now. We'll just have a few seconds of me hiking the trail like this so y'all can see what it's like. And if you listen, you can hear more water probably in the distance somewhere. Anyway, be back in a bit. So here we are, still on the orange trail, of course, but we came to a little side trail. It's not very far. It takes you to the actual the Meduxnekeag River. So follow me to that, and there's a bench there, it looks like, and a view of the water. So let's go check it out. So yeah, this is the little trail. It's not very long, but it is what it is, right? And here we are, and we see the Meduxnekeag River from here. And there's a bench. And another way back onto the trail, but you know how it is. You come and go. Now this here, don't do this on the Meduxnekeag Trail. It's have fires. It's a preserve. You're not supposed to burn wood on this, from what I understand. If you see this, don't do that. That's a no-no. But I can understand why people would. It's a beautiful spot. And as you can tell, the river's fast moving right now because we've had a lot of rain. And here's a bench. And there's a plaque on the bench. What does it say? Placed in memory of Kenneth Frederick Keene, June 8th, 1953 to December 11th, 2020. He loved this river like he loved his family with all his heart. That's really said, very nice, very nice. And we'll walk down a little bit to the river here just to get a better look at it, up and down the river. So that way goes towards Woodstock in the St. John River. And that way, eventually, if you follow the river, will take you to the United States of America, to the state of Maine. Yeah, so that's kind of interesting. I'll take a picture of the bench and the plaque so you guys can read it better. But back onto the trail. Well, we're at another water crossing. This is the third water crossing today. This one here is, no, sorry, it's the fourth. It's the fourth water crossing, I believe. This one here looks like this. You have two ways across. You can go down there and cross through the water. But usually this trail is when we don't have as much rain, this here is pretty dry. Or you can take the trees where there's at least a rope to help you get across. Let's try the trees and hope to God we don't fall in. But I'm not going to film while I cross it because I might need both hands. So I'll let you know how I do when I get across. Well, I made it across dry. I did not fall in. I took the tree route. Well, log, I guess. So about right there. Then I stepped down onto the ground and came up right here. But I made it. And that's all that matters. I didn't get soaked, right? Let's carry on. Well, we came to another little slightly flooded stretch. And I just saw a frog jump through the water. I didn't get it on film. Oh, no, too late. I'm going to film myself while I walk through this because there might be a waterfall, or not a waterfall, but another stream, which would be number 5 or 6. But this flooded section is not too bad. Not like the first one. As you can tell, there's at least something here I can walk on that's dry, which is good. Then my feet don't get wet. At the last water obstacle I crossed, I didn't film it, but my foot got in. I stepped in water, so my foot got slightly wet. But as you can tell now, this stream is quite abundant. It's like a little stream on the trail. But again, that's what happens when you have as much water as we have had this year. It feels like every other day it's raining. And here's that the next water obstacle. As you can tell, probably a seasonal one. So it probably doesn't flow all the time. But let's see if we can get across it. I'm going to say we get some rocks right here. Let's see if I can, without falling on my face. Oh, no, we're going to get my foot wet again. Same one as the last time. That's good. And we got across that. Woo! My foot got wet though. See? Let's carry on. Well, here we are at the last major trail intersection. Here is where the purple, orange, and black trail meet. So if you go this way, the black and purple trail continue. But this is the way we want to go, orange, which takes us back to the parking lot. Sorry I'm out of breath, I just did a massive climb. I didn't take any pictures, unfortunately. But here are there's also a bench here, which I could take if I wanted to breathe. A sign here about wild coffee. Now I took a picture of this, so I'll put this on so you guys can read what it says. And there's signs. If you're coming from this direction on the orange trail, stay to the left. That way's the orange trail, down that massive climb. And it's not really massive, but it's a climb. But we're going this way. So let's carry on. Well, we're here at the end. The parking lot's just like a couple hundred yards away. Not even. There's another sign here. It says, what's that up there? And there's a sign from environmental groups here in the province. Well, it's very pretty here. Yeah, so how was the hike? Wasn't bad. I'm a little out of shape, so haven't hiked much since May, I believe was the last time I was out. If you come from this direction, you probably should sign in. But yeah, it's been a wet summer, so it's quite muddy, and sections of it are flooded, and a lot of seasonal tributaries that would be busy, that would not be flowing in August, are flowing quite good this year. But again, we've had a lot of rain. So yeah, till next time, why not?